Hey there, weight loss surgery friends. I'm coming into you for a list of holiday NSVs, and hopefully I'm going to add on a little Christmas home tour of our decorations because I love those two things, NSVs and Christmas. And I'm going to start with my stats though because I do want to be accountable first and foremost for that. High weight 363, BMI 51, a surgery day weight July the 6th, 2017 of 319 pounds, a BMI of 45. I beat obesity into remission January the 11th, 2018, weighing 215 pounds, and I met my goal to qualify as an organ donor with a BMI of less than 25 on my first surgiversary, July the 6th, 2018, weighing 178 pounds. And since then, I've been all over the place and have never called maintenance. That's a whole nother video. And 2 weeks ago, I came to you at 200 pounds. Last week, I was 187. Today, I'm 180. And just to be honest with you guys, I'm really hopeful to be back to 178 because I have a big doctor's appointment on Monday. And this doctor doesn't know that I've had VSG, and so it'll be an interesting discussion, and I will let y'all know how that goes. So, how have I been losing this recent weight? I haven't been doing any extended fasting. I've been doing more what I would call like intermittent fasting, but probably not what you think of as intermittent fasting. I've been fasting like 24 hours and then have one meal, or do like 36 hours and then have one meal. So closer to OMAD, 1 meal a day kind of thing. But anyways, so that's what I'm doing as I desperately try to get my weight down. My NSV list, these are in no particular order because, you know, who has time for that? For an early Christmas present, my husband got me Cody Johnson tickets, and Easton Corbin opened up for him. It was a great concert. I told my husband I really wanted to go, and I told him, hey, general admission tickets are only like $30, you know, a super good deal. But when I opened up my early present, he had gotten me tickets where you sit down. And he was really proud of himself because those cost more, you know, they were, you know, a little bit closer, more, you know, supposed to be more comfortable. But my first thought was, oh no, you know, they set up the arena like an airplane so they could fit as many people in as possible. And I thought, that's not going to be comfortable. I'm not going to fit very good. But the NSV is I did fit very comfortably, crossed my legs comfortably. And maybe the design of the whole arena is not as bad as I originally thought. So that felt like a real NSV to fit. What I wore felt like an NSV because I know some of you have talked about being ready to buy your first cowboy boots that you've had in a while. But I have had cowboy boots, but I've always bought men's cowboy boots to work on the farm, which is not stylish and always embarrassed me a lot. But I bought these from a friend at a yard sale, and they fit really great. And so I'll try to insert a picture here so you can see that. And that was an NSV. When we were driving home from our trip, we spent a night in Nashville, Tennessee, and they had Opryland all decorated. It was so beautiful. That was my first time to ever go there. And they had the ice, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and they called it ice. And what it was is they carved out Whoville and the Grinch, all the characters, and they did it out of 2 million pounds of ice, and they colored the ice, and it was just amazing to see. But anyways, they have it in this huge, what I would call like warehouse kind of part of the Opryland. I don't know what they normally do with it. They had it all decorated, and so I really couldn't tell. But anyways, they were keeping this area at 9 degrees. And so when you get your tickets, everyone gets like an Alaskan parka to put on. And I go up there to line to get all of our coats, and for me and my husband and the kids. And he hands everyone whatever size he thinks they wear. And then he gets to me and he's like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I'm out of all the small coats. He's like, all I have left is an extra large. He's like, I hate for you to have to wait. So you can either bundle up with this like a blanket, or we can wait for a small coat for you. And that really just blew me away. Like, I had to look around like, is he talking to me? A small coat? Like, he thinks I wear a small coat? And I was like, no, that'll be fine, And I grabbed the extra large and put it on, and I'll try to insert a picture here. So it wasn't exactly fun. It was pretty huge, but naturally that felt like an NSV that he didn't think I wore an extra large. And speaking of sizes, my friend gave me this shirt. I'll try to insert a full picture here. And she gifted it to me, and without asking my size or anything, I opened it up, and this is my first size small shirt. And I can't believe it fit. I really felt anxious when I opened it up and saw it was a small. I was like, oh no, like, she got it for me. She was so excited because she knows I'm so into Christmas, and it's not gonna fit. But it does fit comfortably, and I'm wearing it. I'm homeroom mom today, so I have like 2 minutes left before I'm supposed to head out the door to do story time, and we're making these little ornaments today, and it is snack day, and my son picked these out, and he helped me make these. I'm sure y'all saw them on Instagram last night, but he did such a good job, and I was proud of myself that I'm pretty much detoxed, and so I had a PB2, like peanut butter protein shake, and just take the edge off, so I kind of satisfy that craving. So anyway, so you go back to this ice warehouse, Whoville, and they actually carved an ice slide through the middle of Whoville, and it was carved out about 14 inches, I would say, just over a foot. And if you are 4 years old or younger, you have to have a parent go with you to slide. And so my 4-year-old, of course, wanted to do it, and he was like, come on. And my husband's like, I'm not doing any of this stuff. He's like, I don't want to get hurt. And anyway, so I hike up the slide, hike up the ice stairs with him, and we go up there, and I see how small it is. And I just immediately, I'm like, wow, I don't know if I'm going to fit. I was like, but there's a chance, like, I have lost weight, like, there's a chance I'll fit. And so I got down there, and I fit with plenty of room, Of course, it was ice, so I could slide real easily no matter what. I just tried to, go in. But anyways, it was comfortable. It was fine. It was a blast. And Ruthie, Mystery Guest 1948, she was talking about it. And the biggest NSVs to me that, touch my heart and almost bring tears to me, like, they all involve my children and bonding experiences with them. And the whole day there at Opryland was basically centered around that. So from the ice slide, we went down, and they had this mountain of snow set up where they were doing snow tubing. And naturally, I had to assist my 4-year-old once again to get the tube up to the top and everything. And it was quite the hike. The tubes are really heavy. Trying to help the 4-year-old up, so the 4-year-old and everything. And I hiked to the top, and we did it over and over and over again. And I was comfortable. They had the big weight limit, the 200-pound weight limit posted at the top. And I kept on feeling like someone would want to check me, double check that I wasn't too heavy. But they all just thought, that I was fine. And so that was another NSV. From there, we walked down, and they had ice skating. And I have only ice skated once when I was 18 years old, and I weighed about 240 pounds when I was a senior in high school, and it was really uncomfortable for me. I didn't have very good balance. I really couldn't do it. So the kids were begging to ice skate, but I was just thinking of that one time I tried. But in an attempt to be more adventurous and, like I said, creating those experiences for my children, I got the ice skates for us and I took them out there. And I'm going to insert a picture here. Like, I felt really good. My balance is so much better. And coordination and just the ability to move in general. That was really exciting, and I loved doing that with them. And speaking of having good balance, I climbed up on the 12-foot ladder, and I put our Christmas lights up. And I've always been really scared of heights, but I think I've always been really scared of heights because my balance has always been so bad, because with my distribution of excess weight, it just totally threw me off. And it really was no problem at all to climb up and down that ladder over and over again. I still don't love putting up lights. Man, that takes a lot of work. For all of you that do the huge displays and everything, like one strand of icicle lights, well, it's definitely all that I cared to handle. We were visiting our family for Thanksgiving in Kentucky. We always take a family picture. And we didn't have anyone to take it, so I got the tripod out and I set it up. And they were like, yeah, Rachel, just set it up, push the button, and run and get in the picture. And you have like a 5-second window on this setting that the camera has. And for them to pick me and think I'm fast enough to run and get in the picture, and then not to hate all the pictures the way they turned out. You guys know that all really means a lot. My sister-in-law just had a baby, and so, I've always by far been the heaviest, by far. And so this was the first time that I felt like I fit in with my husband's family, because they always are so fit and healthy. And I wasn't the biggest person standing out in the picture, like I didn't belong. And that was special. I'm going to try to insert pictures as we go along throughout this for y'all to see. If you were on Instagram last night, you saw that as I was baking those cookies, I had on that holiday apron, which I hadn't wore since it could actually tie, and not even tie in the back, but tie in the front. And I love that apron that I was gifted several years back. And so it was a lot of fun baking the cookies and wearing that with the kids. And just enjoying the experience and not feeling like I had to binge on those cookies or eat them at all. Last week, I was asked to work at the holiday shop here in town for the kids, and that includes wearing an elf costume. That's a one-size-fit-all, and I felt good. I felt good wearing it. One-size-fit-all is a big lie, and so you always feel nervous about if it's going to work or not. But it did work. It did work, and the kids loved it. I was totally in character. The kids told me all kinds of wishes that I was supposed to deliver to the big man. A couple nights ago, my son had a nightmare, and I was still up working on Christmas cards. You probably can see the box of Christmas cards back there. But anyways, hopefully I'll get y'all out a Christmas card. But anyways, he came in the living room, and he was crying, he was upset, and he just wanted to stay up with me for a while. And he just, without even thinking, he climbed in the chair and he sat next to me in the recliner. And I've never been able to sit with someone in a recliner. And the fact that me and my son fit comfortably, that felt special. So, my Canadian friends, y'all will think this is funny. So when my husband was working in Port Huron, just north of Detroit in Michigan, we went across the border into Sarnia, Canada. But when we went through customs, I got questioned a lot over my passport, because they didn't think it looked like me. So that's an NSV. I never saw that coming. So I'll insert that picture here. When I went to the March of Dimes event, I just wanted to record it here one more time that I have been wearing those 5-inch heels every chance I get. And it goes back to my balance. It goes back to just feeling more confident to stand out because I am 6 foot tall. So wearing heels, like I look like a basketball player. But on that, so that's an NSV. But on that note, I'm not only a basketball player, but I'm the newest basketball coach, which I mentioned to y'all last week. The NSV is not only that I was asked to be the coach, but now it's that I'm on the court keeping up with the boys. They are fast. It's not all pleasant. I like my kids, but some people's kids don't act so nice. Let's just hope that I can make it through this experience without having DHS called. Had one kid rolling across the court, had one kicking and hitting. Then there's all the other normal stunts that boys pull. So, anyways, I can keep up with them though. Let's just hope I can handle it in other areas. So, okay, everything I say I'm going to do quickly is not quickly. It's 17 minutes. I'm going to cut this off here. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, thankfully. So, here's a little shot of our Christmas tree full of antique, handmade ornaments. I love our sleigh full of Christmas books. Nativity scene that my granny gave me, snowman from my grandmother. Hey there, Noah. I love your Christmas tree. Now your room is kind of messy, but your Christmas tree looks nice. You did a great job on it.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi there, Lane. How did you decorate your beautiful Christmas tree?
I put ornaments on it.
What kind of ornaments?
Paw Patrol ones.
Paw Patrol ones. It looks fantastic. I love you.
Love you too.
Good night.
Good night.
So this is probably my favorite tradition. For the last 8 years, we went to the same Santa Claus. And I just love him so much. And you can see how my babies have grown over the years. Haven't got our newest picture back yet, but I'll be sure to add it soon. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. I absolutely love Christmas villages. Since I was about 10 years old, for the last 20 years, my granny has gotten me a piece every year. So here's a small part of my collection. I don't really have a place to put it all and display it, but here's a piece of the city. More Christmas traditions. We do the Advent calendar, the story book of Christmas, basically. And every day you take a little book and read a part of the Christmas story, and then they get to hang it on this tree. They decorated gingerbread houses tonight, so that was fun. 2 years ago, we made these pine cone trees. We just went around in the woods and picked up all the pine cones. And this is the first year ever that they got a, hang on tight, they got a chocolate calendar. I've never seen these or had these. We got this when we crossed the border into Canada. So that was kind of special. Didn't they do such a cute job? Last but not least, I don't want to forget my youngest. His Christmas tree. Mickey Mouse, of course. But now, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. I've got to get his bum hooked up. I love you all, and remember, keep God on your mind and in your heart, and be successful, friends. Merry Christmas!